all of a sudden got a bit cold. I'm kind of going a bit mad. I don't know what's gotten into me. Feeling a bit like possessed. Cause I'm going on and on all over the place. Seeing what's what. And it's kind of weird to say that, seeing what's what. Cause I'm seeing still a lot. You know what? I was thinking in my head. I was gonna say la 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 la. That's how it sounds like. Because there's much of confusion out there. Confusion, misunderstanding, lack of information, blah. Now the video I made before, I know it was a pain in the ass. Considering especially I didn't even get to edit it. So much of nonsense and so much of stuff, but that was an attempt to give you an idea how it is. There's a whole lot of stuff there, and like I said, there's no yada yada. Like, so to give you an idea how complicated things are, and all those labels and la 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 la. And I'm seeing, because I do my research almost all over the world. I'm seeing the way things are all over the world. There is localized versions of things as well. In a way, the standard set, which professionally is followed where there is professional stuff going on, official and professional, is set by this place called this. I used to wonder myself, but so far what I've found out is a place called American Psychiatric Association. They work out a manual. This is a gathering, association of psychiatrists, thousands of them. They work out the standards, and they publish this thing called DSM. I keep forgetting what it stands because it's not as easy. Statistic of manual. In this manual, they work out what's what regularly. Now, before, that's the thing. Asperger. Now, if you listen here, right? Asperger was only named in 80s when the research really took off. On this whole 9 yards, research took off. Asperger, and it was named based on the person who discovered it in the first place, which I talked about. It was discovered during World War II. Hans Asperger, an American psychiatrist that worked on it, discovered. He's the most famous. There was Leo Kanner as well. And the irony is that's the time when the word autism came out. They put the word together, which means within oneself. It means the same thing in different other languages. I made a post about that as well, within oneself. Because words almost have the same meaning. The word itself from Greek origin, most of English terms are. Greek, Latin, French, all that. But yeah, it's a person within themselves. It wasn't called exactly Asperger then. Asperger, it was labeled after in the 80s when the research took off. In the international research, international attention took off. Then they started working on it, trying to work out what's what, and all the, it's like they were already on things, but it was autism / Asperger got attention on it then properly. And then they were trying to work out, because to begin with, they were confusing it with childhood schizophrenia. Then they were like, no, yeah, autism is separate. It's not exactly childhood schizophrenia. It's separate. It was, and then that's the thing. It was that was in 2007 when they worked it out, separating autism from schizophrenia. And then in 2013, it became autism spectrum disorder. Now, in that case, they were same time they were studying ADHD. Now, ADHD could be separate, a thing on its own, and it could be part of the spectrum. Autism spectrum disorder. It's a spectrum. It's a mix of disorder spectrum. When there's so many disorders that can fall together, they're separate of themselves as well. But then the OCD. You don't have to have autism or Asperger's to have OCD. But autistics have OCD. So it falls within the spectrum as well. So then it became a spectrum. Because so many, like I said before, now, okay, again, ADD doesn't exist anymore, apparently, as per the standard. It was called something else, but then it became ADD in early 80s, and then it was wiped out in late 80s. Within 80s, it went. Now this ADHD, PI, I, and C. And that's the thing, even that PI could be something. But see, those are the things. Then again, what is autism? Now, as per to that manual, what is autism? Now, considering they're trying to take off the label or date the term, I think we got a company. Okay. The word Asperger. Sorry, just a second. Weird interruptions. As much as I struggle with interruptions and distractions and stuff, there's a cat right by my feet trying to get my attention. There's a cat over there by the door. Anyways, so we were talking about they're trying to outdate us, but now, what is Asperger? What is autism, right? I know. I'm gonna follow the standards for now. Standards as per to that manual, to those standards, the ones that professional psychiatrists and they follow. If your child, I mean, now that's the thing, I will take some real life. I'm diagnosed with Asperger's, which is a form of high functioning autism. Now I will connect it to, if you have seen the film The Accountant, and they say he has a high functioning autism, a high functioning form of autism. So it's put in different ways. Asperger, now in my case, I didn't have such a problem with talking. I was a bit expressing myself, right words and stuff. Yeah, that was a bit, I didn't as such, like not like totally, no. I know ones that totally, I know. And even their faces would be a bit different from, I mean, my face looks absolutely normal. I think so. So this is Asperger. Even by the standard, it means that those can use the normal language, can talk, and have intelligence. Asperger / high functioning autism / milder autism / I think level 3 autism. That's where it gets confused, because on one hand I'm talking about Asperger, yet I'm using the word autism, and yet autism is actually low functioning. That's the point. So if your child had according to those standards, if your child is having a problem with communication, language, unable to talk, not express. My thing was unable to express. I may still have it, but that happens now and then, not as much. I mix up the word. Just sorry. Funny time to be doing all this. So in case, so when if you, some people even say Asperger's for health's sake. I think it's settled down in one place. No, I say that okay. I have to let go of that much of Asperger's. So that's the thing. So if it's, I'm not sure I made sense so far concerning those distractions. If they have, according to the standards, if they have the thing like they are struggling to talk, they're not talking, they're not interacting, they're not communicating, they're lost in their own world. Autism. Now, irony is, I was going to say ironic. Ironic, then again, thing happens with me. The person they referred to, the first case was actually, because that time there was no Asperger's, there was autism. Case number 1, Donald Triplett, had the same problem, but he ended up becoming a banker. They say all cats are ISPs. So I use that example because there's a thing that a person with autism should be able to talk. Yeah. He was good with numbers, he was good with multiplications, he was good with alphabet actually. So if I made sense so far, that's the thing. This is all over the place. And in a way, considering I've studied as much as I possibly could have, it gets like this because there's so much of it. From that, I concluded it makes sense. It's because the research is still going on. I was with some group. I'm seeing things. And I'm seeing the kind of medications they're talking about, medications they've taken, and I've taken some didn't work, some don't work. The other thing, but I went for it, and I'm not sure there's a thing missing. I spoke with the doctor, and there's a thing missing in here. I'm not sure you know about my ADHD because the thing is, on me, those medications have opposite effect. So that, considering the way I said that was the thing. So now considering this, I thought I'll try putting some together, but that is nowhere near a piece of cake. Putting some together, some adult autistics, and discussing issues and whatnot. Considering on the other hand, when there's parents, mostly it's mothers, try to get in touch with me asking things, help and whatnot for their children. And on the other hand, there's a problem it's not just like that. Need a lot of details. Mostly at times even visuals. I need to see what the kid is doing. I want to see them. I want to observe them. I want to observe their face expression, their body language, their voice, their tone, whatever they say. It all tells you things. And I want to know the family. I want to know the children. Because there's a thing, seeing is there hereditary stuff going on? Alright? Oh yes or no? What version is it? What traits are there? Is there OCD, PDA, ADHD, ACD, Exactly. All those things gotta be there for one to work things out and work a package together. What would help, what wouldn't help, what kind of medication, what not kind of medication, what outlet, what not outlet. Would this kid be interested in this or that or that or this? can kind of understand, not exactly, but those places are offering ABA shenanigans, but they're thinking like, I'm not sure they are being as intense and deep as they could be, or they're just following formulas, patterns and stuff. How well they know about, because I rarely hear about the whole spectrum. So now that's the irony, adults versus children. So if in adults case I saw them talking about different medication, but then I'm not sure, because that's the thing, do they know what they're talking about? Because it has all to be put together to work. It's like matrix. Have to work it out, have to put all the things together and check them accordingly and analyze them. And then when I see that, I realize how complicated it would be for those people who are trying to set the standards, because it's all over the place. So many more things are coming out. Never thought a person with ADHD could be thought of or labeled or taken as a lazy person. Found out it could be true, could be thought of, taken labeled as. Remember, I've been once. For 2 weeks I could hardly sleep, 3 or 5 hours a day. Now I'm slowly making up for it. For this week, I've been sleeping an hour extra daily. I used to wake up 3 or 5 anyway, or 7, the body clock, and then I would go back for an hour or something sleep. Am I lazy? So those things, those factors are always evolving, always coming back. So I can understand that. I can see how complicated it could be for anyone and everyone. I can see that, and I can see, I study it, I see it all over, but I'm not just talking to people, I'm studying things. I'm seeing things, I'm trying to work things out. What's what? So in that case, I can understand all those complications and confusions. So if I'm making this video, so maybe you could get an idea what exactly is what and what is going on, man. You know what I mean, mate? Yeah, man. No kidding, man. No kidding. Ha! I'd rather be using colorful language instead. But this video I just made because I saw that stuff and I'm making it. Now there's a thing, I'm going to be making other videos as well. At the moment I'm trying to intensely study ADD versus ADHD and and I'm going to be making videos on that. It's got to be in pieces. I'm trying to divide all content and everything, trying to divide them all, and because that's the thing, because talking about them, that's when it becomes a spectrum. So mostly an autistic's gotta have ADDs or ADHD or la. If you don't look at them, it's an incomplete picture. It's not a complete picture. You're missing bits. You're missing traits, symptoms, signs. You're missing them, man. You know what I mean, man? You're missing them. So I'm gonna be, but this is to begin with as the burgers and all that la-di-da, putting them together. So what is what to begin with? If it's giving you an idea, I haven't gone into much history in la-di-da, all that shenanigans. So maybe this way may have made a bit of sense. Shoot out your questions. I'll respond according to them. All your questions. And clear, please.